Today I'm going to be learning more about Poland by watching this video. It's 22 interesting facts about Poland that you should know. Tell me if you're from Poland, if you know all of these facts. But I do like watching these videos. I always learn something new. I think it's a good way to learn about the country. And yeah, if there's anything else that's interesting about Poland that's not in this video, tell me in the comments.
Poland, a country rich and steeped in history. Home to over 39 million people, with a tricky language for outsiders to learn, has breathtaking scenery and some truly idyllic old towns. The country prides itself on preserving its culture and heritage. If you're traveling to Poland in the near future, here are the 22 interesting facts about Poland that most people don't know. Hi, welcome to Daily Explore, your channel where to discover and explore the world. 1. Poland is the 9th largest country in Europe. Poland isn't a small country, it's the 9th biggest country in Europe and the 63rd in the world. Poland is bigger than Italy and the UK. 2. The name Poland, Polska, has a meaning. It originates from the name of the tribe Polani, which means people living in open fields.
So I don't think I've actually learned that one on any other video. So it originates from the word Polani, people living in open fields. I guess that kind of is quite an interesting way to describe the country. Tell me if you knew that, where the origins of the name Poland.
3. Vodka originated in Poland. Russian readers will cringe at the thought that vodka may not have been invented in Russia, but instead originated in Poland. The world's first written mention of the drink and of the word vodka was in 1405 Poland, from Acta Grodzki Recorder of Deeds, in the court documents from the Palatinate of Sandomierz in Poland. The spirit has been produced since the early Middle Ages. 4.
Yeah, that one I think is interesting because I think a lot of people outside of Poland or that have not learned about Poland might be under the misconception that vodka is Russian. I wonder where that came from, why people think that. What's the best Polish vodka brand? And how does Polish vodka compare to Russian vodka as well? But yeah, that one I feel like Poland should like make more of a thing and like be like, we are the inventors at like vodka is our drink, not Russia.
Poland's constitution was the second in the world. Poland adopted its first written constitution in the spring of 1791, which was the second in the world valid legal document of the kind. However, it was only in effect for only 14 months and 3 weeks before Poland was in partitions for over 100 years. 5.
Yeah, that one I did read about. I actually did a bit of research into Polish history and learned that it was the first country in Europe, I believe, to have a constitution. It just shows you like how rich Poland's history is. And I feel like I learned it also inspired a lot of other constitutions in other countries. People took from Poland or took the idea from Poland as well.
Polish engineer invented the modern kerosene lamp. In 1853, Ignacy Łukasiewicz introduced the first modern street lamp in Europe. His lamp inventions were, however, first used in Lviv in Ukraine. There is still a street in Warsaw that uses the same street lamps until today.
Really?
6.
That's so cool.
During the World War II, Warsaw was almost completely destroyed. The old town that you can see in Warsaw isn't the actual old town from before the war. The original has been completely bombed at in the 40s, and Poles rebuilt it after the war, using Bernardo Bolato's detailed paintings. That's why now looks as it did in the 14th century, rather than the 20th.
Yeah, that one is interesting as well because not only did Warsaw rebuild those buildings, but when you now see how much of a modern like metropolis, cool city that Warsaw is, how it's came from being almost destroyed in World War II to what it is now, it's like a fantastic achievement. I love it, man.
7. Marie Curie was actually Polish. Marie Curie, the woman who discovered radium and polonium, wasn't French, but rather a Polish. Her name was Marie Sklodowska before she married a Frenchman named Pierre Curie. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, the first person and only woman to win twice, the only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different sciences. 8. Poland has a very diverse nature. Poland has beaches, mountains, forests, deserts, and lakes. Almost 800 kilometers of the seashore.
Where is that? That looks like Australia or something like that, man. That looks fantastic. Something like Indonesia. I knew that Poland had the mountainous, beautiful mountainous region, a lot of great towns and cities. This one as well kind of shocked me. I've not seen this image before. Where is that?
And a few mountain chains, Tatra, Carpathian, Sudet Bieszczady and Świętokrzyski. Poland also has the only Central European desert, Pustynia Bydgoska. There are also dunes in the Pomerania region that are a curiosity on a European scale. So are wetlands in Biebrzański National Park. And islands in Wolicki National Park. 9.
Got everything there.
Traditional Polish last names change depending on the gender. Names that ends with ski, ska or kakai works like adjectives and needs to match the gender. So, if your father's name is Kowalski, if you're a female you'll be called Kowalska. Not only in gender, but Polish last names also changes depends on the marital status. 10. Europe's heaviest animals in Poland. The 380,000-acre, 150,000-hectare, Białowieża forest, the primeval forest in Poland is Europe's last ancient forest and home to 800 European bison, Europe's heaviest land animals. 11. Poland had the world's first upside-down house. The Polish village of Szymbark only has about 500 residents, yet it still manages to be a magnet for tourists, because back in 2007, it unveiled the world's first upside-down house that was open to the public. This wooden building, the wrong way up in a pleasant forest setting, attracted worldwide media attention and somehow started a craze for all things upside down.
That's really cool.
12.
Tell me if you've been there before.
Poland also has the world's biggest castle. Poland has an impressive 16 World Heritage Sites and among them the biggest castle in the world, Malbork. The castle was built by the Teutonic Order after the conquest of Old Prussia. Its main purpose was to strengthen their own control of the area, following the order's 1274 suppression of the Great Prussian Uprising of the Baltic tribes. 13.
Yeah, that one is interesting because obviously being from Scotland, like castles are a very important part of our culture. But when you see this, not only is it the biggest, it's actually in such amazing condition. Like a lot of Scottish castles, apart from like the main ones, are castles that are in a little bit of disrepair, not in the best condition. This one is absolutely magnificent. I mean, like, it's really great to look at. Tell me what it's like to visit. What's actually inside? There's like museums. Can you go in there and do different things? Tell me if you've been there before and what it's like.
1274 suppression of the Great Prussian Uprising of the Baltic tribes. 13. Poland pizza. In Poland, pizza bases are not topped with Napolitana or a tomato-based sauce. These are generally served separately and resemble what we would consider to be ketchup. 14.
Is that true?
Kissing woman's hand is still in fashion in Poland. Polish men generally still tend to observe the chivalry protocol. Don't be surprised if you see this upon the first introduction between total strangers.
Very gentlemanly.
15. Poland has its own version of Tai Songkran.
Really?
If you're heading to Poland for Easter, prepare to get wet. Easter Monday is known as Śmigus Dingus when everyone is chasing one another with water guns and buckets. Traditionally, boys throw water over girls and spank them with pussy willow branches, and the girls fight back.
The girls fight back. Spank them with pussy willow branches. Have you ever spanked someone with a pussy willow branch? Yeah, I used to live in Thailand, so I've actually celebrated Songkran, and it's like a brilliant thing. Like everybody gets involved. There's just madness everywhere. Water guns, water getting like thrown about everywhere. So it's like really cool experience. I've never seen this Polish one in any other video. So tell me if you take part in it. How popular is it? Is it like something everybody does? Is everybody out on the streets partying and that sort of thing at the same time?
16. Poles celebrate a name day. In addition to birthdays, Poles celebrate their name day or imieniny, which is the day commemorating the saint they are named after. The names associated with each day is listed in all calendars in Poland, so the name day is often more important than a birthday because everyone remembers about it. 17. Polish TV is dubbed by one man. If you're planning on watching some foreign movies on TV in Poland, you might want to reconsider. Foreign movies and series are dubbed, but not by Polish actors, but a single man reading parts of everyone, including women and children. 18.
Yeah, someone told me it's not actually dubbing, it's like another, can't remember the name of it, but it's like another technique to actually put the language on, I think it's like on top of the voices, so I think you still kind of hear the original voices of the movie or show. I didn't realise, I don't think that it was just one person that does it, so is he like super famous? I guess it's like a person that everybody knows that man's voice. He must have a very famous voice. And yeah, do they always use that for foreign movies? Is it ever subtitles, or do you use subtitles as well?
Poland houses an original Gutenberg Bible. The little town of Pelplin in Poland's Kościuszko region houses an original Gutenberg Bible. It is one of only 9 copies of the Gutenberg Bible that survive in their original 15th century binding, and you can see it for real in a glass case inside the town's diocesan museum.
That is actually quite amazing. Like, obviously the Gutenberg press, one of the earliest innovations that helped the world. I think it was from Germany. But to know that, like, you have a Bible that was actually produced by that machine, like, so long ago, the history there, it's a very important piece of work for humanity. I had no idea that, again, that was in Poland. Tell me if you've seen that before. I guess it's like obviously just a book to look at, but to know like the history that's went through, the journey, and it's still in Poland, and if that was it in good condition as well, quite amazing.
19. Mushrooming is a popular family activity in Poland. Going to the forest to pick wild mushrooms at the end of the summer is a popular activity for many people in Poland. Kids are taught how to distinguish an edible mushroom from a poisonous one early on. 20.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Tell me if you've ever went mushrooming. The closest we have in Scotland is, I remember, like, school kids would go and look for mushrooms in gardens, but it was more like magic mushrooms, like, for getting that effect. So sometimes you'll just see kids in a garden just, oh, you're like, they're not trying to get mushrooms to like use for cooking or things, it's for other things to like mess themselves up.
Pilnicka Świdnica restaurant. Located in Rockpaw, the Pilnicka Świdnica is the oldest restaurant in Europe, open since 1275. And until today, it is still open and serving. 21. Latex condoms were invented by a Pole.
Okay.
First latex condom was invented in 1912 by Julius Fromm, who made the rubber ones thinner and better. Ironically, until these dates politicians in Poland are arguing about which...
I just want to say, I don't know if you know what this actually means, this word. This is actually Malaysian. I live in Malaysia, I can speak Malaysian. Nasi lemak is actually like the national dish of Malaysia. Panas means hot, so this is like hot nasi lemak. This is like rating on their hot pierogi or something like that, hot pierogi. I know this has got nothing to do with the video, sorry, it just caught my attention. I don't know why that's there or why they've used this image, man. Or I had no idea they had nasi lemak flavoured condoms.
Latex condom was invented in 1912 by Julius Fromm, who made the rubber ones thinner and better. Ironically, until these dates politicians in Poland are arguing about which methods of anticonception should be allowed, if any at all.
Really? So they're not sure that there should be any contraception? Tell me what you think about that. I guess that's an interesting debate. The fact that a Pole made condoms thinner, I guess a lot of people have got a lot to thank him for as well.
22. Poland has its own version of Valentine's Day. Did you know that Poland had their own Valentine's Day since the medieval period? It takes place around 21-24 of June, and it is called Noc Świętochwska, St. John's Eve, Sabatka Ranok Kupabi, Kupaba's night. Men jump over bonfires and women hope for wreaths. According to the Slavic tradition, people were meant to find their better halves. There you
That's interesting.
go. 20.
That's interesting as well, because here in Malaysia, there's a big Chinese population and they actually have a different Valentine's Day as well compared to the normal 14th of February. They have this day where they go to a river, they throw an orange in the river, and supposedly, and then like women are on one side, men are on the other, I think, or something like that, and then they have to collect the oranges at the bottom. I don't really know, I've never celebrated it myself, but it's interesting to know there's a different Valentine's Day, especially when with such history in Poland as well. So yeah, I really learned a lot. Again, there are a lot of interesting, definitely interesting things that I never knew about, especially that one with the Polish Songkran. That's pretty cool to know about that event. So tell me if you knew all of these. Is there anything you learned in this video as well? And tell me anything else that's interesting about Poland that wasn't on this video. Thanks.